In this video, I am presenting Text Comparer feature. You will see me performing actions for which currently I wrote code, but you will see also actions for which code was not written yet, and another action needs to be performed in order to reach the code that was written. First comparison is done against two files from ByTools module, one which has around 700 lines and the other ones which has around 350 lines. The comparison and formatting of text, in my own implementation, takes between 5 to 7 seconds, while for Visual Studio the results are displayed in less than half a second. Attempts were made to improve this, and were half successful, so I decided to just go as it is now, which is to parse and format the text till the end before displaying anything to the user. I looked over Visual Studio Code to see how they are doing it, and I tried with ChatGPT to duplicate the display you see whenever you type something, or after the comparison is done and the initial comparison is displayed. After many attempts to duplicate the behavior, I realized that will be practically impossible, which is why I choose to have a different way to display those cross-sections, and to display the matching of text whenever user types something. You will see copying and pasting entire text and performing comparison after, but you will also see me typing in order to fix some of the differences, or typing in order to create differences in places where are not. There are things like rectangles not being deleted whenever I paste new text in the rich text boxes, or those rectangles not being deleted whenever I fix the differences at a specific line, and that it is okay because I haven't addressed them in the code. This video is a presentation of the initial state after performing the initial comparison and the line state after typing characters in a line and deleting them from that line. In my implementation, for example, some chars typed are matched to the other side, but when you delete them, they are not unmatched unless they are at the specific locations. There can be a lot of things to say, and still a lot of things to do to cover actions like pasting multiple lines or pressing enter in the middle of a sentence or at the start or end of a sentence. These are not implemented yet, but they will be implemented when I will have time. I chose not to implement them yet because the use of this feature will be for the time being used as follow. Retrieve definition from SQL modules from two servers and display them as I am displaying any other results set in the application. Once Text Compare button is pressed, options will be available on the gray area under the rich text boxes, which will provide a way to obtain the object names and the object definitions. That info will be displayed in a tabular format, and additional columns might be added for the additional info that will be obtained once the comparison is done. Once selections are made, the comparison for each object having the same name will be initiated via a button and display information about identical lines in both sides, different lines, identical series of words and identical lines, and other information that I am already collecting when comparing the sides without formatting individual words or letters will be updated to the table previously created.